back to the channel, everybody. Today we are getting my truck fixed and backed on the road. Now, if you don't remember, a few weeks ago we went to Vernal, Utah for Bronco Safari. It was an awesome time, but on the drive back, we started leaking some coolant, and it turned out to be my water pump gave out on this truck. It's unfortunate, but I can't complain too much because on the way to Bronco Safari, the truck rolled over and hit 310,000 miles. I went online, purchased a OEM water pump from Riff Raff Diesel. I just buy it from them because they're the first on Google and they have OEM stuff. So yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna tear into it and get this water pump swapped out.
An hour later.
Okay, so we are about 5 hours into a 2-hour job. We can't get the clutch off. Hey, I just put the belt back on because the forms say if you hit the nut with the air hammer, it comes right off. We tried that, it didn't work very well. With the belt on, hopefully it works.
Oh, it's coming off easy now.
Oh, is it just spinning now?
Yeah.
Nice.
See, I told you.
Yeah, you're right. Guess I should have not took the belt off. Now we know. Alright, great success. We got the old pump out. It's not quite over yet. We still gotta do some things on the bench real quick. We gotta swap all these accessories out. We gotta get these 3 pipes. We gotta get the temperature sensor. Where'd all that come from? You'll see all that, right? That's sludge. It's like black. Oh God, look at that. I just replaced this when I came back from Vernal. What is all this? Alrighty, so, as I was kind of showing you guys, the thermostat is all gunked up with a bunch of crud in it. I already wiped a lot of it off. Same with this brand new thermostat housing pipe. So what happened is I replaced this thermostat, I replaced the pipe and the O-ring, and then I put 2 gallons of coolant in it, went, well, that wasn't enough coolant. I took the truck to O'Reilly's to put more coolant in it, and there was a puddle of coolant on the ground. And then I was like, well, this thing leaks. And so then I brought it back here, and then I didn't drive it until I had to hook it up to my trailer out back, bring the trailer in the garage, and then park it back out. But I haven't gone on any crazy drives with it. And this is already what the thermostat looks like. So now there's a change of plans. I started looking into it because I was starting to fear that my head gasket blew. I don't think the head gasket blew though. However, from what I read, the oil cooler seals are done. So yeah, now I got to rebuild the oil cooler. All right, well, I think I'm gonna call it for the night and do some research on this some more, gather some thoughts, and then we'll come back tomorrow with probably a better game plan. So we'll see y'all in the morning. Just kidding, I got a second wind and decided to just keep going at it. So just kind of put the music on and decided that I wanted to get some more things done. So here's what I did. I got the new water pump assembled for the most part. I got the lower pipe, I got the heater core pipe, polished this thing up kind of nice. Got the temperature switch installed. I'm leaving the upper thermostat housing pipe off because I want to buy a new thermostat. And I just got done installing the gasket. So I'm gonna install this into the truck tonight, then I'll tidy up the garage and then we'll figure out the game plan after that. So I'm gonna throw on the head cam, we're gonna slap this on. Now let's actually fast forward to tomorrow. Alrighty, we are back. We're actually in the afternoon time of tomorrow now because I was doing a bunch of research trying to figure out what to do with my truck situation, and I was able to pick up a oil cooler gasket kit from O'Reilly. It'll be here in about an hour. I picked up a new thermostat, so we're gonna get the water pump installed, get that done, and then we're gonna go underneath the truck and pull out the oil cooler. Okay, finish this up. First thing we gotta do is get that thermostat in here. Perfect. Now let's get the pipe in here. Bam. All right, now we got to put the pulley on and the belt on. Put the bolts on the pulley, and then fan and fan shroud, and this is job done. Alrighty, you got the whole thing back together, looking real good. I wish we could be calling it here, but we can't. Now we gotta go underneath and pull this oil cooler out. Don't overflow, don't overspill. What are you doing? Drain! Go in there! What the hell? There. Now will you drain? There we go. I could not get this thing to drain. I can't really touch the camera either because this thing just started spilling over. Wouldn't go. Now it's finally going. This thing was empty, it just wouldn't fill up. So I yanked this out. But now I got a drip pan full of oil and oil over the floor, and I kind of got to sit on the floor to do this job. So this is gonna not be a fun job. I think I'm gonna change into clothes I don't care about. Truck got hands this time, guys. This truck got hands. As you can see, the piping on the oil cooler is really oily, and I got a bunch of oil residue along here as well, so this thing's been leaking for a while. Once we get this oil filter off, we got to get the heater core or block heater cable out, and then it's 3 bolts here and something back here where that tube goes, and then it should come right out. So let's get it done. So I decided to just randomly take a very unconventional way of taking this oil cooler off, and that is I took my fender liner out. I don't recommend doing this because a lot of things are attached to it, but I broke into this a while ago to do some wiring. I never got the seat right, and I got a bunch of wiring I want to take care of because that looks like crap, especially for someone who calls himself Electric Smith. That's bad. That is a load of crap. That right here is a load of crap. But yeah, now we have a direct access to the oil cooler and the bolts to it. So we have this side. Oh, it looks like we don't have the bolts to that. Damn. But we do have this side. We got a bolt up top there and a bolt right there. Let's get this thing out and put it on the bench. Ah, Jesus Christ! Oh no! So that's why you gotta drain the block. This job is kicking my ass. Look at that. I'm glad I changed now. Okay, so that's why they tell you to drain the block first. I thought I drained the block because I pulled the water pump out. So I didn't think I needed to do that, but holy shit. Look at all that coolant down there. Wow, what a job. This is ridiculous. Alrighty, we got this thing out. That was a pain. It fell apart on me because I was wrestling it so hard. Hopefully it still is intact and I can put it back together. I got the gaskets finally. O'Reilly took forever to get them. And I also got some more floor dry.
2 hours later.
Alrighty, it's been a little bit. I cleaned the crap out of the floor, cleaned up my tools, cleaned up the workbench, pressure washed this a little bit more, and I got some food. Second wave is in full effect. I want to get this done, and I want to get this truck out of here tonight. So let's see what we can do. So first thing we gotta do is to clean this up, get it apart more, and get it ready for the new seals. Now it's time to get these O-rings in. We want these O-rings to be lubricated, so I'm gonna kind of do what some guy on YouTube did and just kind of, I feel like that's an excessive amount of oil. I don't know why the guy did it like this, but whatever. I'm tempted to put it back together one of the ways I saw someone tear one of these apart. I think I'm going to mount this back in the truck, this back half section. Alright, so I decided to bolt the other end to the block after I cleaned up both gasket surfaces and try and shove it in there. We're gonna get these mated together on the bench, get them sealed. Alright, now hopefully we can get this in properly without tearing any seals. Fingers crossed. Alrighty, so turns out my EGT probe right there was interfering the whole time, so I had to take it off. Luckily, it was easy to come off. But what's a bummer is, so far, everything I've done, if I had to spare $500 to buy the Edge EAS kit, I could have installed all the sensors I needed while I'm doing this job. So it's a really big bummer that I don't have a spare $500 right now, because I could have replaced the EGT while I was here. This thing has a bolt for the oil pressure right here, and the water pump had a blank spot for a water temp sensor, and if I was here, it'd be so easy to tap everything into it. But anyways, I'm hoping that that probe will allow me to shimmy this in without dirtying it, because I have dirtied up these seals. Change of plans. It's way too risky. I'm just gonna get a dirty seal in there, and I don't want that. So back to the drawing board. Alrighty, y'all. I'm calling it for the night. I pulled the other half off of the truck, and I'm going to press it in tomorrow and just put it in all at once tomorrow. Hopefully I can get it in there, but I'm too tired. There's no way I'm gonna have the strength to try and finesse it in there. So yeah, with that being said, I will see y'all in the morning. Alright guys, it is currently Sunday evening pretty much. I'm just barely getting in the garage to get started on this thing. So I'm gonna press this back together real quick and just try and get it in the best I can. Okay, got this back together. Put a bag over this with the gasket on so we don't have to dirty it up. I do have a little bit of RTV hanging out by the holes, so these gaskets stay in place, same with this one, but no RTV around the actual sealing part. So wish me luck. Let's try and wedge this thing in here now. Alright guys, I got it in. I did it. Oh my god, I did it. That kicked my ass. But the solution, the key thing that got it to work was I took off the slave cylinder on the transmission. So if you have a manual and you're gonna do this job, take off that slave cylinder. You can probably get it out easier, and take off any EGT stuff you have in the way as well. So, oh my god, I got it in there, I got it torqued down, got the gasket seated nicely. I did it. I fucking did it. Okay, now I gotta put everything back together that I got in the way. Like I took the fender liner out, gotta put the EGT back in. I gotta do a couple button up things, fill this thing up with oil, fill this thing up with water. So I will touch base with you guys then, so maybe I won't be so defeated.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, I'm absolutely defeated. I don't have the strength or the energy to keep working on this thing right now. It really sucks. I really wanted to drive this week. I wanted to be back in my truck, but I'm beat, I'm exhausted. I can't keep going anymore. And I still gotta edit this video so you guys can watch it tomorrow. We're gonna call it here. I'll button up later. I need to get some actual rest so I can get back to the day job tomorrow. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See y'all next week. Peace.